Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel again, TechMake Navneet, and we are proceeding further with our part 3 guiding principles in AI of our complete course on Microsoft Certified Azure AI Fundamentals. Earlier in part 1, we went through the basics definitions of AI and ML. Then on part 2, we discussed about the workloads on AI, and a part of that there was another video where we discussed the introduction of AI 900 certification more, and then also the what all are the course material. So here we are proceeding with the guiding principles in AI. And friends, kindly subscribe to my channel. If you have not subscribed it, hit the like button, share with your friends, colleagues, and to all who all can get benefited of my videos. So first term, we need to understand why guiding principle. So relying completely on AI causes some ethical and moral challenges. What we are trying to say, like if we completely rely on AI for some kind of solution, it may be not compliant with the ethical and moral, the morality of humanity, and maybe it is not complying with the policies, and it is not creating a good environment, it is discriminating. So maybe like unintended consequences of leaving important decisions to a computer, it is being uh, is it like coming as a result if we are putting everything on a computer to take a decision, and it is creating unintended consequences. And when we say unintended consequences, what does it mean? The decisions that are wrong, decisions that are illegal, or at least go against on your own values. Decision cannot be explained by anybody, decisions that are harmful to society at large. So unintended consequences are not just simple which are against the law, but against the societal rules. So if something is happening, there are n number of things where you won't get punished by the law or government, or maybe by police won't arrest you if you are doing that, but morally those are not the correct thing. So if AI are not doing anything, because however artificial intelligence we put in the computer algorithm, it again it won't be able to identify whether it is uh, ethically good or not. So in that case, it's kind of our duty to ensure the some guiding principles are there which are not creating any unintended consequences. So let's take an example. So this is some kind of news report. I have taken it from internet. So why facial recognition racial bias problem is so hard to crack? So it is being reported from all across the globe. So some facial recognition kind of AI ML is used, and it is working fine for some ethnic people, some group of ethnic people, and it is like bias with some other race. So the people who are coming from some other race, their face, their skin color, if their face structure are different, it is not working properly for them. So somewhere it is like it is applicable to one kind of people. It's not creating a good sense, it's like it is dividing people. At least if it is not dividing directly, but it is creating such kind of impression. So one this new age technology is better for one race while not for other. Similarly, we have some other news. No offense for I totally against all of this thing, but this is a news report. So millions of black people affected by racial bias in healthcare algorithm. So what was happening, like, so if people are trying to get some kind of reservation for some treatment, and if simultaneously people from other race are coming, and the system is checking and giving a preference of other race, so definitely it's like most worst thing that can happen, like it is discriminating over the skin color and their ethnicity. So only thing that we can do by the condemn, we can condemn such thing. And these all are stuff already happened by implementing AI. So here we are trying to say unintended consequences, which is really ethically and morally incorrect. So similarly, some Amazon AI was there. So some recruiting tool was there which was preferring men over women. Again, one of the very uh, uh, that, like, we can say it's totally wrong. That should not be happen. Good thing that Amazon took a good action. He has scrapped something when he got reported. So these are the like consequences. Just I have taken some examples from the internet. And if we go to another example, so my friend, this is a like a, I have created myself. I took some example from internet, and based on that I created one. Like a traffic control department install some sensors in every intersection to count cars. Like they want to clear the roads, how many person they need to deploy, if what all are the uh, timings when the traffic is getting higher, the load is being increased. To find out all of these things, maybe traffic control departments are installing sensors. The roadworks kept use cameras instead of road sensor because it's cheaper to install and maintain. AI services taken to record the licenses plate, time and interaction of every car. The camera sees as interesting experiment and leaves it running. So these are the some kind of services implemented there to improve the safety, improve the quality, and maybe it can help to do the to people who are doing the maintenance work and all. Now some kind of robbery happened in nearby, and police request those record to find the robbery suspect. So it is going very well. This service is helping society as well as law enforcement. But what happen if instead of police, a hacker secretly has the access of those records and post them to the internet for anyone to use? So it's like entering someone's privacy. So if someone is passing by a road on daily, it's his own choice because of his job or his habit or some other task he is doing. But simultaneously, some other kind of, with negative mindset, people can use that data to maybe harm them, or maybe you doing some picking and all. So this is another set of example of unintended consequences of just blindfoldly applying AI, along with like the example of Terminator again. However, again, we won't talk in discuss, those are just for entertainment. So the same example can be given in other way. So do Calgary police face recognition? Again, some kind of news reported. I have taken it from internet. Recognition software. What do you want? Cameras violate your privacy. So here the police was doing the good thing and hacker was doing wrong. But what if police face recognition software is being used, which is incorporated with their body cam, so it's indirectly entering into your privacy. So until you are not doing any law, uh, you are not breaking any law, if you are a law abiding citizen, and even though if your details are being captured for some other intention, maybe the intentions are good, this is a violation of your privacy. So it's not just the person who is having with bad intent, their work affecting this, uh, it is harming morally and socially, but with some good intention also, like it is entering in your privacy without your permission, also not a good sign of a moral science. So thus we are trying to understand why these guiding principles are required. So since we have already checked here why we really need that, and based on that we are defining six principles, and that should guide AI development. So if you are going to any AI development, you have to be compliant with, your code need to be compliant with, and your system need to be compliant with six guiding principles. So Microsoft is strongly recommending it, implementing it to be very correct. Like if you are taking any Microsoft service, you are building any algorithm over that, so those has that will be compliant with this one. And this is like a general is defined by Microsoft. Microsoft is adopting it and forcefully utilizing it. But this is like a common uh, guide, common guiding principle applied all across from wherever you are taking this AI uh, services. So what all are those? We have fairness, we will discuss in detail. Next we have reliability and safety. Third we have a privacy and security. Then inclusiveness. Fifth we have transparency. And last, accountability. So now we are going to discuss each one in very detail. So as of now we have seen why we need these guiding principles. Then we are going to learn what all are the guiding principle. And one very important point, my friends, it is extremely important in terms of your if you are appearing for the examination, at least 3 to 4 type questions you will be getting from this list of 6 guiding principles. So and these are like very easy. It's like a concept, if you understand, even you don't need to do a revision on it. Whatever questions will be arrive, if you are clear with the concept, you will be able to answer that. And also while explaining these, whatever questions I can remember from my own examination that I appeared like however long back, more than 1 year back, but whatever I can remember, I'll explain. And I'll also explain how to answer them. So let's start with the one, fairness. So this is like the baseline of our this part of video. We are going to understand all 6. So first, fairness, principle of fairness. What does it say? AI systems should treat everyone fairly and avoid affecting similar situated groups of people in different ways. So in very first example we saw, so some kind of software was differentiating between ethnicity and all. So that should not be a case. Your AI system should be treating every kind of people with the like actual treatment, despite of their gender, their country of origin, their skin color, their ethnicity, their language. So all people should be treated as same. This is what we are saying here. So take an example like it's not just related to the ethnicity. So let's say if we are going with the some kind of AI system which is being used to patient like prioritizing the patients. So what AI system is doing? So it's a negative example here, my friends. So let's say AI hospital has implemented a AI system which is going back and checking what is the like FICO score, and if it is in India, then what is their civil score, how much money they have in their bank, what kind of family background they have. And the richer people are getting priority, high priority, while the uh, less earning people are given low priority to get the treatment. It's like a business scenario. They are more on checking how much like hospitals can earn. So those kind of things also cannot be happen. It should be fair to all, not just with ethnic and all, but to everyone. So another example, like imagine a bank loan. So I'm just trying to explain. I won't go in that detail because I really dislike this kind of conversation. But what if bank loan is getting paid to people named Michael and less money to people named Alice? So I am giving the same kind of name here, but you can understand what I'm trying to point out here. So it should not be like names also, names also represents their religion, or maybe their area from where they are belonging to, their ethnicity, in which part of the world or country they are living. So there should not be like it is preferring one and not preferring to other. So I won't give a real example here, because really it's something which should not be even discussed, but you need to understand what should not be happen. So hope you are able to understand what I am pointing to. So this was the principle of fairness. Then next we have principle of reliability and safety. So here we talked about like the services should be equal to all people despite of their differences in terms of ethnicity, language, fair skin, dark skin, or maybe with their name or their family condition, their bank balance, and all. Next, we are going to principle of reliability and safety. So, what does it say? The AI system, it's very critical that AI system operates reliability, safety, and consistently under normal circumstances and in unexpected conditions. So, what it is saying, it's totally different with the previous. So it is saying, so if you have a AI system that should work constantly, so it should not be like it is working like method A on normal situation, while coming to unexpected situation or condition it's a started behaving like something else, which is not good, or maybe it is creating impact, or like it's harming physically or other way. So let's understand with an example. So like hackers use little sticker to trick Tesla autopilot into wrong lane. So what happened is news by Forbes. So Tesla was doing some kind of it was back in, I believe, 2019. So they were testing their autopilot cars, and hackers what they did, so the AI algorithm which was written um, mm, in the motherboard of that car was just reading the small stickers which was allowing it to stick to a single lane, but they used the same stickers from the other lane, and the algorithm or car was not able to identify whether it is the correct lane or not. It like it thought, maybe thought is not a correct word, but it just jumped over the lane and went to other. So the computer AI was got confused. So that should not be a condition, that should be predefined in their algorithm. So not just get limited to this, some more example like self-driving car. So if it how it is operating at night, on daytime they have some more features to operate, their sensors are working fine, but are they working as same as night, or in rain storm or snow storm, are they working as the same as a normal condition? So these are unexpected conditions. Then self-driving cars, how does a self-driving car operate when an object is approaching from side instead of front or back? So maybe what happen if something coming from side and coming to have like a impact? So maybe some kind of algorithm is there which is able to identify some obstacle in my front, so I can apply brake. What is it same when it is happening from side? If a human driver is there, he will be able to react according to the situation, he will try to avoid impact. But will that AI will do the same? And now in a way it's very dangerous also. So in this example, just think what happen if military unmanned drone is operating and all of sudden GPS went down. So will it be able to come back to base without harming anything? Like it should not be a start operating like dropping bombs here and there. So principle of reliability and safety is also very important. Next we will think about privacy and security. So here first we, in the very first fairness, we talked like the AI system should treat people equally without differentiating between them. Then we have seen that it should be reliable and able to react at same in normal and unexpected conditions. Now this AI should not enter in someone's privacy. It's not violate the privacy of people. Again we had seen one example when the like body cam were using some kind of face recognition software. So similar thing here. So like many countries and region in the world are now developing newer standards and law to try to protect the data of its citizens. Laws are always slower than technology. So the last point what I'm trying to say, so many countries are reacting over it, and even like take an example of USA when the separate states can have their own set of rules. So this is applied in many other countries also. Even in India, states are allowed to have some special rule if they think. So they are trying to standardize. The AI cannot enter in their violation, and Microsoft is like very compliant with every such system. Like it is checking in what region you are deploying your AI services and what all are the rules applied there, and it is ensuring that none of them are getting violated. So, but here one thing we need to understand, government laws are always slower than technology. So, technology are changing every day, but bringing a single law, it takes a lot of time for any government. So, we should not be completely rely on government rules. There should be some ethical understanding in ourselves. So, if we take an example like creating data of individuals' choice for business without their consent and using it publicly, so what comes under it? Like you are reading the trend and the habit of any person, and you are simply using that to grow your business, as you are able to identify the regular habit and the work culture of a person, and you are utilizing it like on public basis. So you are indirectly, you are growing yourself, you are growing your business, but you are entering into their privacy. So one example I can remember, so one person was like sick with some kind of he had some special kind of problem, and he used to take medicine over that, and he wanted to get it treated without saying to his family, because maybe his family used to get worried on it. But but what kind of product he was buying from the shopping malls, and what kind of medicines he was taking, and the prescription he was using, he has started getting suggestions. So next you need to take this one, next you need to take this one, and one day at his home he received a envelope where the similar kind of medicines and the products was very like explained in detail, and their family come to know about that reality which he was trying to hide. So hiding it by it with family is a different thing. I will not comment there. It's individual choice. I won't say it was right or wrong. It was his individual choice. But something doing like making his parents aware with some point which he was not comfortable saying with his parents, and his parents are now knowing it with some other source. So it's like you are entering in their privacy, in the privacy zone you are making entry. And again I would say like I won't comment whether he was doing right or wrong, but whatever happened here is was completely wrong. So it is his individual choice what he want to do. So it was like his parents like the AI system and the business owner was aware with the situation even before his parents. So these kind of security and privacy violations are there, which cannot be there if you are deploying, creating and developing any AI solution. So next we will discuss about principle of inclusiveness. This is the fourth principle, guiding principles of AI. So at Microsoft, since we are proceeding with the Microsoft Azure AI fundamental course, we will talk in terms of Microsoft. So everyone should get benefit from intelligent technology, meaning it must incorporate and address a broad range of human needs and expertise. Maybe by learning this line, you may say, I think it's similar to the previous which we uh, talked as a principle of fairness, but it is quite a different. So inclusiveness says the AI development should not be used only just to create revenue. It should benefit, humankind in some other way. So how, like we maybe the existing way of doing the things, excluding some kind of people, but using AI, which is like advanced version and having some artificial intelligence, it should include those people as well. So for example, like creating a assistant who has a speech impediment, or maybe we need to ensure how a fitness tracker work, which the person is having mobility disability. So this should be included for them as well. So like the both way, we can talk in the both way. So if you take my last example, how does a video only product instruction help someone who is blind? So if there is a blind person and you are creating a video only product, then how it helps? So you are like excluding some citizen who are differently abled. So that should not be there. Our guiding principle says your AI system should include them as well. Yeah, it means you should not create something which is also not applicable for someone. So if you are like if you have created or developed some fitness tracker AI on AI module, and will it be useful for mobility challenged people? No. So you need to do something so they also can benefit it. So that was our fourth principle of inclusiveness. Then fifth, we have principle of transparency. So when AI systems are used to help inform decisions that have tremendous impact on people's lives, it is critical that people understand how those decisions were made. So here what we are trying to say, so if you are relying some task to your AI, and if it is making some decision which is impacting the people lives in a way, so people, this is critical to understand like how those decisions were made. So it's not like the randomly choose your like chosen, like your AI system is randomly choosing. If that is denying some task, it is allowing someone, there should be some backing why it allowed, why it like disagreement is there. Like when someone is rejected by AI system, here like I am pointing out AI system, not by human, real human. So if someone is rejected by an AI system for a job, or maybe life insurance or bank loan, why they were rejected? If you are unable to tell them why, the system lacks transparency. You cannot tell it is operating properly. It could be unfair and you won't know it. So if your just AI system is rejecting but not able to convey why, so it's like lack of transparency. So your AI system is rejecting, then like a logical reasoning and ethical meaning should be supporting it. So it should not be just you are like you cannot say I am applied, I am using a AI system and you were rejected by that. Then if the system has rejected, then why, what is the reason why it happened like that? So that we call it as a principle of transparency. And last, we are going to discuss principle of accountability. So accountability says the people who design and deploy AI system must be accountable for how their system operate. So a system should not be final authority in any decision and has a major impact on people's lives, employment, finance, healthcare, human etc. There should be a regular review of how AI is operating and regular improvements of the model. So it's like you have created a AI model, ML model, you had some data, you based on that data, it performed well, you deployed it, but now it is having some impact which can create a strongful impact on people's employment, their finances, healthcare, and maybe to human safety. In such cases, AI cannot be the final authority, and it's accountability of the development who are designing and deploy to do the regular improvement of the model. So here I am just remembering one question. So uh, I got one question where it said, so the AI system installed in the car says my windscreen is cracked while I am seeing that it's it was in other way. So I can manually see there is a crack in my windscreen at my car, but while my AI system installed to in my car to ensure the safety is saying no, it is fine. So it can impact, maybe if there is any crack with a teज like a very high speed wind and all, that can create some injury to the driver. And also in that case it is required, if you have doubt you cannot rely directly on AI, you can get it checked with some local mechanic, and you can, even if you are not satisfied, you can go for replacement. But where the impact can be is like a bigger, and it can affect the life, or maybe uh, some financial impact and all, you cannot rely on that. So that cannot be final authority, and the same once reported to the developers, they should change, and they should make some improvement, so that next time this AI system cannot say it is fine when actually there is a crack. So this was the principle of accountability. So we have completed 6 guiding principles. We started with fairness, then we went for reliability and safety, then we had a privacy and security, then inclusiveness, transparency, and last accountability. So these 6 were the guiding principles. You will be getting 3 to 4 questions in your examination, and if you are clear with the concept, my friends, whatever question comes, I like you can have that confidence that you will be able to answer them. Again, before closing out, kindly subscribe to my channel, share it with your friends, and in the next video we will proceed with next part of the same course. Thank you so much.